I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's Wednesday, hump day. How's everyone going? Are you good? I'm okay. I didn't have the best day yesterday. Well, it started out good. I went out for a walk on the beach and I walked for 2 hours. It was really nice because I was coming toward the end of excuse me. Coming toward the end of my walk. And I bumped into a friend, and so I walked with her because we were chatting. We stood there chatting for a while. She was like, let's walk instead. So we walked. So I ended up walking like nearly 2 hours on the beach because we were having a right laugh as well. We went in the ocean too. We had a really good time. And then I needed to go and get some veggies, so I went to the shop, and then I went home, and I had no key. I'm like, no, where's my key? I must have dropped it when I took my shorts off to get in the ocean, I thought. So I asked the staff for a key, and they let me in because I was really thirsty by that point and hungry too. So I had an apple, had a drink of water, and we headed straight back out to the beach because the tide was coming in too. I thought, if I don't get there soon, the key will be washed away. And I went to the beach, I couldn't find it. So I ended up walking another half hour trying to find my key. And then I thought, it must be at the shop, because I went into my bag to get my money out when I was at the shop. But no, it wasn't in the shop either, so I gave up at that point and put something on Facebook about it in case someone picked it up here. But I think the ocean would have claimed it. Morning, Maria. Hello, Darlene. Yeah, book yourself in. I don't think there's anyone booked in at the moment. There's one question readings. There's the link to book in for one of those. You can book in now, and I'll do that for you. And while I was doing all of that, my Apple Watch was blinking on and off, like with the Apple, but it wouldn't come on properly. And I thought, well, when I got back home, I put it on charge, but it wouldn't charge up either. And I thought, because I went in the ocean, it must have got some water in it. They're meant to be waterproof. And I did moisture lock it before I went in the ocean, but it obviously didn't work. And it's still broken now. So I ordered myself a new one, Series 9 yesterday, because I can't do without it. I use it so much. So, loss of a key and broke my Apple Watch yesterday. Not the best days. This morning we are JLo makeup. Now, I didn't quite get the eyeshadow right because I don't have the neutral colour brown that she has. Good morning, Sharon. Hey, Barbara. How is everyone? Are you good? Did you have a better day than me? It's very rare that things go wrong like that for me. And I was having such a good time too. And then I was on a bit of a downer after that. I still enjoyed my day, but, you know. Anyway, we don't have any mini reads booked in as of yet. Book yourselves in. You guys are in here live. The link is there in the live chat. And let's get some cards out for the collective. For those of us that want to get into healthy relationships, what do the guides want to tell us today? Let's find out, shall we? So I don't know how my sleep went. I don't know what my heart rate variability is. Like, there's all kinds of things I don't know about myself now. I've had that watch on for like 2.5 years. They say that they last between 2 and 5 years. I do a lot of workouts, so the watch gets a lot of use. You're having a good day, Darlene? Good, good. Queen of Cups. Nice. It's receiving time. It's time to receive, says the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is very feminine energy. She's open to receive. She's open and in her femininity. Very nice energy. So that's a good start. The Queen of Cups. Then we've got the Ace of Wands, the start of something new, something passionate, something exciting. Or ready for this, ready for a new story. Justice, but something balanced. So not just excitement for the sake of excitement, something balanced, something with reciprocity. All those things that we're looking for now. The balance. Got drainage problems. Had to have him unblocked 3 times and he's doing it again. It's annoying, isn't it? It's annoying. Well, at least the new Apple Watch that I'm getting is the latest version, and it'll have, the battery life will be way better. And it's got a temperature thing on it now too, but it's only for periods, and I don't have those anymore. So, useless. Apart from that, it's pretty much the same as my old one, I think. Oh, but I can do this. Nonsense. It's one of those ones where you can do that to select it instead of having to use your nose when you've got one boxing glove on. Ace of Swords is the new start, but with our minds. I need to be able to explain this card better. It's a new start coming from our heart. It's when we are ready in our minds, knowing exactly what it is that we want to move forward with. It's when we've got clarity for what we want to start. This isn't a card of like letting life just rumble on aimlessly. This is the opposite to that. This is the, I know what I want next. I'll know exactly how to recognize it, and that's when I'll make the start. That's when I'll start something off. The 7 of Cups, choosing. Choosing wisely. I'm going to read the 7 of Cups. I don't know why. Sometimes the 7 of Cups can be about confusion about choices, but I'm really not getting it's about confusion. This time around. Let's see what it says in this book for this deck, for the 7 of Cups. It might give us some clues of the choosing variety. 7 of Cups. On this card we see a woman in a dreamlike scene. The woman reclines on a bed of clouds in the sky, and her long auburn hair floats weightlessly. She's looking up at 7 shining stars, which symbolize the possibilities, opportunities and choices she can make in life. The woman is choosing one star with her pointing one, but is it the right choice? The chosen star might not reveal the opportunity she's been longing for. The woman needs to wake up from this dreamlike state of illusions and focus on what's good for her. That's a slap in the face at the end. Wake up, focus on what's good for you. So it's coming out of delusions and wishful thinking and fantasy and all of that, and it's seeing it super, super clearly. You know, the friend that I was on the beach with yesterday, she thinks she's got a twin flame. She was explaining all about him, and it's like, that's not a twin flame. That is someone that is pushing you away. That is someone that just wants an F-buddy. There's not a twin flame. And it's just, when I hear things like that and her explaining him and his poor behaviour, but she can't, she said, like, I can't leave him alone. And that's because when you start things off wrong, you want to try and fix it, right? You get addicted to it. And they keep on coming back for more to pull you back in, but they don't want something complete. And so I was telling her, like, this is when I really don't like people knowing the twin flame as it has been explained by psychics and healers and those kind of peoples who are still not healed enough to have extracted themselves from toxic shit, from, you know, there's nothing divine about getting involved with somebody, about choosing someone or being chosen by someone who has got attachment issues and hasn't healed themselves, and so they run from you, and you putting up with that and going back for more. That's just a lesson in learning about ourselves and healing ourselves to the point where we don't enter into that. So I was explaining to her, like, well, I would never like be with a man like that in the first place, you know, if they're not, he's not investing now. Well, he didn't invest from the start. I said, how did you get together? You met and you slept with each other, didn't you? And she's like, yeah. It's like, well, he didn't invest a thing for the start, and he managed to get you. So why would he want to invest even more now when you've already shown that he can have you when he wants you, and he doesn't have to invest anymore? It's just lessons that we have to learn. And I, in my lack of wisdom when I was younger and all spiritual and all open and shit like that, I used to think that it was just old-fashioned. You don't need to be like that. You can just be open-hearted and get together with someone straight away, and it doesn't matter. And those rules don't matter. And the older and wiser I've got, it's like it does matter. It matters because someone's got to invest right away. How it starts off is how it's going to go on. And if they're not coming in a high level, they're never going to step up. It's never going to get better than it is right at the start. Never. For the level of investment, I mean, if someone's investing, yeah, sure, the relationship can get better from the start as you get to know each other. It'll get better and better, but the level of investment and the quality of the relationship that it's going to be, that's never going to increase from the start. You have to start it out right. So it's about choosing, and it's a slap in the face, that saying, wake up. Girl, wake up to your choices that you're making. Especially after the Ace of Swords, that I've got clarity, I know what I want. Energy. The Hierophant, learning from what has gone before. Otherwise we just get into the same shit as before, is what the Hierophant says. I mean, it's true, right? And she keeps on meeting guys that say that they're aliens. This is why I cannot abide to be around the spiritual type of guy anymore. They're just full of shit. Really? Really? The seekers, they haven't healed themselves yet. I get it that they're looking into all of that kind of stuff, but there's a lot of nonsense attached to it. What's this? Hangman and Six of Swords. Changing our minds about how to move forward or how to get from A to B. So a reframe. Do I look like J-Lo? Not really. I mean, J-Lo's gorgeous, isn't she? But do I look like J-Lo's makeup? It's tricky to do. You've got to layer a lot of different browns. And I obviously don't have the right colour browns because this is not it. She has a very cool, toned kind of brown eyeshadow, and then very, very sparkly sparklies. I laid a heap of sparkly sparklies. It's for everyone, this one, Lisa. It's whoever the guides want to talk to at the moment. It's for all of us, really. I mean, it's wisdom that applies to everyone, whether you've got it or not, whether you just need the reminder so that you don't slip and settle. So we're changing our minds about how to get from A to B, how to get from where we are to where we want to be. Different way of pursuing, you know. So the Apple Watch that I've bought is the pink one, the new pink one, and I've got it with the band. It's kind of like this. My band's from this broken watch, which is in the rose gold. These will fit it. So I got the white version. It's got like white and speckled version of this, because I'll be able to put this on it. There's like a pink and speckled one too, but it's too similar to this one. I'm excited for it coming, but it's not going to be for another like week and a half or 2 weeks. I want it right now. Stupid watch, broken. There is a bit of a chip next to that button that's probably full of water. It does actually seem full of water. It's like, it's all mottled. You know when there's like water underneath plastic and you can press it and it goes darker? It's full of water. Anyway. Don't like it when stuff that I rely on breaks. Especially when there's not an Apple shop on this island. It would be great if there was. But of course there isn't. It's only in Bangkok. And if we want any warranty stuff, we have to take it to Bangkok. Which is, you got to take it in person. You can't even send it. So Do I want to fly to Bangkok? I certainly don't want to get a bus to Bangkok, because that's a horrible journey. But do I want the expense of flying to Bangkok? Do I have to stay in Bangkok? I don't like Bangkok. No, I don't. Anyway, bloom. Oh, we're blooming. Glow up. Bloomy, bloomy. But when we're blooming and when we're glowing up, we do attract a better caliber of person. Because when we're blooming, we're showing that we're looking after ourselves, right? Self-confidence, femininity, individual fulfillment. Oh, and I was also telling my friend as we were sat in the ocean too, about a guy that I was talking to ages ago, about him saying that I was masculine. And she almost spat the ocean out. She's like, "You kidding me?" I'm like, "Well, he's never met me in person." It's people that haven't met me in person, Americans, in fact, it's only Americans that say it, that haven't met me in person that say I'm masculine, because I'm not. I might be strong, but I'm not masculine. Oh, that's a deeper dive. Sorry, I thought there was a one question reading coming. If anyone wants one, book one in now. Let's answer some of your questions. I feel like doing that. Anyway, bloom. Self-confidence, femininity, individual fulfillment. A woman gazes into your eyes with pride and self-confidence. She knows what she wants, and this certainty blooms out of her being like a bountiful garden. Her hair is thick like the branches of the trees, reaching out with controlled abandonment. Oh, controlled abandonment. Cool. I like that. That's better than, out of control abandonment, isn't it? We all know what that feels like, and that feels good sometimes. The effort kind of an energy. But controlled abandonment is, I guess, still putting ourselves out there, and open to a lot of stuff, but knowing exactly what we're open to and what we're not. Her hair is thick like the branches of the trees, reaching out with controlled abandonment. The power of nature surrounds her, flowing both into her and out from her. What would it be like to feel this connected and confident? It feels like this. What could you accomplish? Your inner strength blossoms into future achievements. What could you accomplish? Lisa. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Cool. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Well, I'm just passing on what I've learned for myself personally through playing with cards and the energies that it reminds me of that I've been through. Sometimes the guides come up with new stuff, and that's pretty cool when it's new to me, information to me and a half of me. But a lot of the time it's just kind of, I guess, you can only pass on what you've done yourself, really, can't you? Stranded. But I'm happy to hear that, Lisa. Stranded. Apparently, most people on this island have had this cold or whatever it is. At the gym, they've had it. Bumped into another friend on the beach yesterday morning. She's getting over it as well. The island's really quiet at the moment. It's weird. Stranded, misdirection, misjudgment, fear of failure. Look at this young sailor stranded with his ship on top of a tall tree. He needs his anchor to help him get back down to earth. The card asks, how did the ship get there? This is such an unusual place for a seafaring vessel. One time when, I can't stop thinking about it, one time when I was living on the yacht, we had a cyclone warning, and this was in Port Douglas. We're in Port Douglas and we were in the marina, had a berth in the marina, had a cyclone warning, got to get out of the marina, otherwise the boats would smash up if we came up through there and wreck the marina too. And so we all had to go up the creeks, and what you have to do when there's a storm coming in on a yacht, you have to put tie lines, get yourself into a smaller space as possible, and then tie lines, like as many lines as you can to really secure the thing so there's no swinging. And so there's a lot of boats up in the creeks and everything. We found our place and we tied our lines to the, what do you call it, the mangroves. And then when we sat it out and it was fine, the storm was fine, it didn't hit us. And then when it came time, we got the all clear to leave again, the tide was high, and where we tied the ropes to the mangroves was underwater. And of course, because it was right across, we were blocking the ones that had tied themselves up higher up from coming through. And they were all yelling at us, like, get your ropes out of the way, but we couldn't. I'm not going to dive down in that crappy water to retrieve the lines. Anyway, I had to wait for the, but it was kind of a bit like that. Tides can be weird when you're on yachts. Anyway, stranded. How did the ship get there? Well, tides is the answer. This is such an unusual place for a seafaring vessel. At times we feel the same. We find ourselves in situations we can't quite understand. Sometimes we feel we've made mistakes because our expectations are so high. Right? My God. Yes. Sometimes we feel we've made mistakes because our expectations are so high. We've set ourselves up for failure. Anyone else feeling like that? I am. We either beat ourselves up over our performance or we're so intimidated that we never even begin. Failure is a necessary part of success. It's important to the journey as a rudder on a ship. And what makes a ship a ship? The number of masts on it. Miss my boating days. It was a very nice life. Apart from living on with a narcissist. But that wasn't always bad. But when it was bad, it was rotten. Treasured memories. Just as I'm reminiscing. Treasured memories. Memories, nostalgia, recognition. We see a woman sitting calmly in the grass. She looks forward to somewhere we don't know, while her mind is drifting in the past. With both hands, she's holding a floating balloon filled with clouds. These clouds are old memories she wants to keep and treasure. Our past experiences don't define us. We can't live the life we had long ago, but the past does shape us, and remembrances of your loved ones and joyful times can help us be our best selves today. So good times in the past can help you be your best self today. I mean, we've got the bad memories and we learn from that, don't we? To protect ourselves from that. The elixir of life. Healing, consolidation, reinvigoration, and truth. A woman is leaning toward a deep red rose. She faces the flower with her eyes closed, concentrating on the lush bloom. She's receiving the sweet scent of nature and the energy of life. The wind rustles her hair, whispering the truths of the universe in her ears. She can hear her own breath mingling with the wind. Sitting quietly in nature by a stream or in a garden can help still our wandering mind and heal a troubled heart. Stillness, it heals us. Being alone, it heals us too, but it comes to a point where it's like, I'm over it now. Okay, enough of those cards, they're boring me. Change of seasons, huh? I want the Lenormand. I like things to take a more practical edge. A more practical image, direction. That's better. The garden is community. The heart is love. And emotions. Love and emotion. And the scythe, something that needs to be cut out. Cut it out. Why have we got the garden, the community, clouds? There are the memories. Memories of community. Clouds are memories. Thoughts, memories. Clouds warn us that troubles can occur quite suddenly without warning. Like, you watched up and working on losing your keys. I'm not someone that loses stuff. I've lived here for 7 years and never lost my keys. It's quite annoying. Quite annoying. Like storm clouds appearing on an otherwise pleasant day. Confusion and uncertainty can catch you unaware if your head's in the clouds and you're daydreaming when you should be focused. To attain clarity about an issue, you need to stay mentally grounded, rather than allowing your thoughts to drift away. The cloud image warns you not to become lulled into a false sense of security. You need to pay close attention to whatever situations surrounding the cards indicate, as they'll likely bring formidable changes. Sudden troubles, confusion, daydreaming issues, challenges, distractions. And it's garden, it's about community, social interaction, groups of people. The heart. Why'd you got the heart here? It might be a 3-card day. So there could be sudden changes. I told you it might be a 3-card day. There could be sudden changes around community, friendships and stuff like that. I feel so weird without my watch on. And the heart, book and moon. Book and moon. It kind of reminds me of the Hierophant, the book card. I don't know if it is though. 26. You can't open a book without learning something, says Confucius. Knowledge, wisdom, information, learning, seeking. A book is more than pages between 2 covers. It's more than the cover. This book card illustrates so aptly that a book is a doorway to vast amounts of information and knowledge. The book is a universal symbol of education, scholarship, curiosity, expertise, discoveries, revelations, secrets and wisdom. Whatever the source. The book card can refer to traditional formal learning from teachers and textbooks, or informal learning from mentoring manuals, spiritual seeking, workshops, self-improvement and life lessons. The book card can also refer to the wonderful worlds opened up through literature, history, fantasy, inspiration, resources. About the heart. So we could be talking movies, books, romance novels, that kind of thing. And the moon. Man next door's grumbling. It gets real mad when the internet goes slow, and it's going so slow lately. Oh my God. You might have noticed that I put the pick a card readout the next morning, because it's taken me like 24 hours to upload videos. It's ridiculous. And if you're trying to watch something, it just stops. It's the whole island. We've got a problem with all internet on the island, the services to come to this island. I wish they'd sort it out. It's so frustrating. Anyway, my videos, when I'm watching them, it'll pause, and then he starts grumbling next door. He's getting irritated by it, as am I. It just makes my working day so long, and I don't even have time to get around to my other channel anymore, because I'm still working the next morning on the stuff that I'm usually got done by lunchtime. It's stupid. Moon. Read my key. There was a key, wasn't there? I mean, they just gave me a new key. I live in a resort, so they just gave me a new key. But I'm still like, Timeline key. I know, it is very, yeah, a key and a watch at the same time. Very significant things, very important things. I mean, a watch shouldn't be that important, but it kind of is for me because I'm all about health and stuff. The moon. Good thinking, Sharon. Yeah. Everything happens for a reason. And the moon says 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Buddha said that, apparently. Many myths and legend around the world interpret the shapes on the moon as depicting the rabbit with his mortar and pestle. On this luminous moon card, we clearly see the tiny rabbit conjuring up his celestial magic. The moon is associated with myth, dreams, reverie, mystical matters, enchantment, and inspiration. When we gaze at the moon in the sky, we see not only a reflection of the sun's light, but also a mirror to our imagination and our subconscious. The moon illuminates intuition, instinct, perception, creativity, fantasy, and passion. The crescent moon reminds us that things happen in cycles. So if negative experiences are suggested by nearby cards, no, not really. It's just like learning about our heart. It may be necessary to wait for the conclusion of events before expecting improvements. The moon card reflects and enhances the other cards in its orb. Interesting. Learning about our hearts. Yeah, I mean, on Monday, didn't we have, with the Llewllyn, didn't we have like the key in the house and all of that kind of thing? And it was about someone that wanted to build with us or, you know, invest something and all of that. I mean, now, especially with Chicken Cat passing away last week, I don't need to stay here anymore in this resort, you know. They're renovating all the rooms and throughout the whole resort. They're doing it down in the rooms down by the beach, doing it in a similar fashion, and they're doing it on all the rooms here. They're in 2 bungalows away from me at the moment doing that one. I want them to renovate this one too, because they'll do my wardrobe area and the bathroom as well. They're renovating the bathrooms. Like, come on. I will go and stay in the next door thing, take some of my stuff with me, and they can like give me new furniture and stuff. That would be fantastic. Renovated room. I'm going to ask them. I'm like, please do mine. I don't mind the disruption to have new stuff like that. So we're learning about our heart and the moon. I can't remember. What do we need to cut out? The scythe says we need to cut something out. The sun. Let's get another card out. Cut out the sun. Whips. Whips is the same old shit that comes back around. Again, it's the sabotages that we constantly do. It's the self-punishments self-punishments because we choose the wrong kind of people and then we end up in the same kind of situation, relationship that gives us the same kind of lesson. It's the same old shit coming around again that we need to cut out. That's why we have to learn about our heart, right? And 31 is the sun. We need to cut this out. Oh, it's optimism. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of messages here, isn't there, about that? 7 of Cups. Was that wake up, stop being delusional kind of a message. Stop choosing the wrong things, you know. The big bright sun radiates warmth, clarity, energy, and vitality. The sun is a card of affirmation of positive answers where outcomes are in doubt. If the sun is near birds, rider, or letter, nope, there'll be good news. If it's near threatening cards, nope. Oh, I guess. I mean, these aren't so much threatening cards as they are, let something go, and that same old painful shit there. The sun mitigates their negative effect. It's not really though, is it? It's telling us not to be so optimistic. Like what it's saying, it's not saying like don't be optimistic, it's saying don't choose the wrong person and be optimistic about them. Don't be optimistic about the wrong person. Don't be optimistic about someone showing you they've got that same old shit going on. Don't pick the same kind of person and be optimistic that it's going to be different this time. Keep on doing what you did, you're going to keep on getting what you got. Whether it's sickness, coughing, or despair, clouds. The Sun card brings recovery, hope, and optimism. Near the Fish? No. Near the Heart, the Sun brings a promise of love. In business, it means enthusiasm and confidence. It also indicates insights, epiphanies, inspiration, and spiritual awakenings. But it's definitely something about saving your optimism for the right circumstances, the right person, not the same old shit. So stop being so optimistic about the same old shit. That's what that says. The Heart says, well, let's read it. It's always nice to read the nice cards. Heart. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart, says Helen Keller. My eyes are terrible. The Heart card is just what it seems. It's all about love, affection, and tender emotions. I think I'm still getting over the cold. I'm still sneezing occasionally. Still having to cough, phlegm up, especially in the mornings. Yeah, there's still something there. It's not full on cold anymore, but there's something. I still feel a little bit stuffy in my head. The Heart can refer to romantic love between partners or the love shared among friends and family. This card refers to the affinity and harmony felt in any relationship. The Heart can also designate passion, not only for people, but also for beliefs, artistic endeavours, creative projects, or social causes. This card relates to compassion and caritas. Caritas? I don't know how to say that. With the love of mankind that leads to altruism and charity. This card designates someone who not only feels deeply, but who acts with generosity. That'd be nice. This card encourages you to put your heart into whatever you do. Love, compassion, charity, passion, affection. Learning about that. And what was the moon again? I don't even remember. I read it out and I can't remember. Dreams, magic, reflection, intuitions, inspiration, mysticism, cycles. Yeah, there's a bit of magic going on there. About how we're learning about ourselves, our hearts, about relationships. There's a bit of magic going on. I mean, we've had that message before that we think that there's some people that have great relationships. And we might believe that we just haven't managed to do it yet, like there's something wrong with us. But what the guides have been saying is actually you're the leaders in this. The relationships that you think are all magical and good, there's not that many people having great relationships. And we're wanting to take it to the next level to have a good relationship. And people are doing that now, going beyond what has gone before. So it seems that there's reasoning around what we've been learning along the way. I just want to get another card out because there's obviously a space there, isn't there? God in the clouds. This was abrupt changes in the community. What was that about? Abrupt changes in friendships? Is that what the clouds were? Key. Huh, there's my key. It didn't look like that though. That kind of looks like a car key, doesn't it? This one. That's what car keys used to look like before we had buttons. Sometimes I wonder, like, if I've been on this island too long, and if I go like back to Western world again, I won't know how. Like, if I hired a car, I probably wouldn't know how to work it because I know they're very different now. And I've never driven like a push button car and shit like that. I've not. I'd be going in. It's like, where's the key? Where's the clutch? No, I did switch from manual to automatic when I was with Jared, because he could only drive an automatic car because he only had one leg. And so I got used to driving an automatic then. It's like, oh, well, it's way easier. You don't need to drive a manual anymore. But I sometimes wonder, like, if I went back to the Western world, would I be like, I don't know how to work anything. We've got the key. Yeah, let's read the key. What is the key about? What were the clouds about again? I haven't got it together today. Sudden troubles, confusion. Yeah, key. Right? Damn it. Sudden troubles, losing my key. Okay, the key is dreams and passions stored within hearts are powerful keys that can unlock a wealth of potential, says John C. Maxwell. Dreams and passions. I was listening to Matthew Hussey last night before I went to sleep. His latest video, I think. I don't know whether it was latest video. Sometimes he posts like old videos. He'll post a thing on YouTube linking an old video. So it's either an old video that he just posted or a recent video, his most recent one. And he was asking, do we need to be with someone who has the same passions as us, that's into the same stuff as us? Or do we just need to be with someone that can appreciate that we've got those passions? Right? They don't have to be into the same stuff as us. They don't have to be an exact match to us. But it's got to be someone that accepts our passions and perhaps will go along with that to some extent. I think I look back to like my relationship with Jared, who's an artist, really into that. I mean, I didn't need to have the same passion to appreciate that. It's very easy to appreciate what he did. He was an amazing artist. He did cartoons. He wrote a book. Anyway. In the right hands, this simple key has the power to unlock mysteries and find answers that have been hidden away. In a Norman reading, the key card manifests the resolution of problems and challenges. And what we've got here is like sudden disruption in communities. Other cards shed light on the situation, but the key provides the missing piece of the puzzle. Most cards are read in left-right pairs, but not when I do it. But whatever card is with the key provides crucial element required for success. It's the clouds, especially if the sun is nearby. It kind of is. A key can also secure things and keep them safe. Near the bear card, nope. Near the mountain, nope. Near the moon, yes. Key provides insight. The key card brings more than good luck. It's a card of empowerment that safeguards your destiny. The answers. It's a disruption in communities. And so communities, the garden, partnerships. A big part of my childhood, apart from all the abuse and stuff, was shame and guilt. My dad was Catholic. My mum used to be Protestant and she became Catholic in order to marry my dad. She thought she was a better Catholic, isn't that like a Catholic, very Catholic of her. She thought she was better than other Catholics because she'd actually chosen it and done what was needed rather than just, going along with it. And so she thought she was better than everyone else. And there was just a lot of guilt and shame always, like shame on you for this and shame on you for that. And she couldn't, and none of them really could be happy for anyone. There's just a whole load of judgment. So much shame and guilt. And I saw it in my children too, that they'd been brought up in that culture as well, is because they would be kind of afraid to admit to something which was just normal. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I walked out of my job because it was too stressful, my son said to me. And I'm like, oh yeah, and I can imagine it would be very stressful when he was a chef. Very stressful in a kitchen and all of that. I've heard that. And he was crying and saying, I thought you were going to shout at me. I thought, you thought I was going to induce shame on him because that's what he was used to. And it's like, why would I do that? No, I would never do that. Cultures that are very kind of judgmental. And so I'm saying that because we could be unlocking or getting clarity on parts of the culture that have hurt our hearts, you know, and what we're choosing, like just getting clarity on it, like I had clarity on that whole shame and guilt culture. It's just so unhealthy. So unhealthy. Around sex too. Shameful. It's like, what's shameful about that? There's nothing shameful about it. But wow, was there a lot of shame put on all of that from religion, from Catholic particularly. You know, so much so that even getting into a relationship, or even in a relationship, like getting pregnant, is all shame, 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 bad, bad, bad. Things that I think we should celebrate. Things that are good, you know? And so there could be all kinds of stuff coming up to cut out things that have been hurting us. So it's a deeper level of healing, isn't it, is what this is saying, but it's around community, society, unlocking that, what you don't want anymore. I don't want any more of that shit anymore. Oh, okay. Well, not as down to earth as I wanted it to be. Still on about healing, of course. This is Be Healing. Helping people heal. Yes. What else can we get out? Let's see where Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine are at the moment. Does anyone want a one question reading? For the specifics of your situation, book yourself one in now, because we're not going to be here for much longer. What pick a card read should I do today? It's Random Wednesday. So it's a different one. It's the first Wednesday that I've done for a while. It feels like a few weeks. Have you got any questions that you want me to do a pick a card read on? Like, not how do they feel, because that's on Friday. Past, present and future of your love life. It could be, what else? Carpe ID. Let me have a look. What pick a card haven't I done for a while that you would like to see? Who will you marry? What's your blind spot? Are they coming back? Who's coming in? It's a twin flame one. I don't know. Blocks to union. What's next in your love life? Why are they so silent? Who will you marry? Old ones. What do they regret? What do they say about you to other people? What are they keeping secret? What's not being said? Similar. Who's thinking about you? Where is this headed? Who you think they are? Well, you'll know that. What you don't expect? Your mask, their mask. How you make them feel? I guess that's how they feel about you. You versus them. What do you think? Why are they silent? Why the silence? Have I done that recently? Well, I've not done very much recently, apart from the Love Tarot and the How did they feel about you? Why the silence? Let me see when I did that last. Because I feel like I've done it recently. No, the recent ones that I've done, apart from the usuals, is, wow, I haven't done another one for ages. What's the delay? What's next in love? Ring or fling? Who will you marry? Yeah, okay, let's do that. I'll do that one. Thank you, Maria. The silence. Why the silence? Okay. Divine masculine energy. Where are divine masculines at the moment? The divine masculine are the men who are doing the work, the ones that are reaching higher, that have got this growth mindset, that are seeking a better kind of a relationship, not the ones that are stuck in shit. They're not divine. They're the same old idiots. Ooh, oh, the flame. The flame. So there's something inside them and it's burning desire. But the temple, this is like some kind of solace, being in their own space is what it feels like to me. Going within, spiritual practices, praying, meditation, retreat kind of an energy. But not like retreat like hermit, retreat like, well, I guess it is the hermit. Spiritual practice retreat, you know. That's what that feels like to me. But there's something burning inside of them. The animal. Whoa. What's burning inside of them? The animal. Get their eyes locked on someone here. Me. Okay, so they're focused on the divine feminine. Oh. I haven't got my watch on to answer the call. It's just going to have to burn itself out. That call, I'm not answering it. It's probably a computer just wants to yell tie at me anyway. Yeah, the cave. The cave is, that is what I was feeling. Them hiding away at the moment, a temple. But they're not just hiding away, they're doing spiritual stuff. In their cave at the moment, they're retreated, but they do have this fire burning inside of them. They've got their eye on somebody, divine feminine. But they're cutting out some darkness, some shit that they've got in their life or within themselves. Perhaps mother issues. Hasn't that been coming up over and over again? Issues with the feminine or mother issues. Mother issues. Issues with the divine feminine. I guess that's what the feminine's doing as well. It's like getting rid of or sorting out, healing the issues with the masculine, right? The stuff that we've been through with the masculine. Oh. Coffee isn't the best today. I don't know why. Some days it's really good, some days no. Divine feminine. Where's divine feminine at? The maiden. The maiden is the energy, like youthful, feminine kind of an energy. That kind of, it's gonna storm, I think, or rain. That kind of feeling like a girl, feeling like innocent, naive, don't know what I'm doing, feeling like kind of thing. That. That, you know, that kind of an energy. The bridge, building a bridge. So thinking about how can I build a bridge? How can I, especially because they're in the cave, obviously, the temple, the cave. How can I open the door? How can I, because that's what feminine needs to do, right? Lots of sparkles. The feminine needs to open the door for the divine masculine to come in. He's the one that's going to make the move, but she makes the first move really because she smiles at him or she adds him on Facebook. She does something to make it easier for him, to show that he's safe in coming toward her. So she's feeling a little bit and wanting to build a bridge to him, to open that door. The vassal. Again, feminine energy, like birthing something. thread. Something's hanging on by a thread. It's a lot of glitter. Something's hanging on by a thread. What's hanging on by a thread? The hunter. There's like a persistence with this, very much like the animal, but it's hanging on by a thread. Focus on someone, or it's a feeling like, should I give up on this? But there's a feeling inside like, no, it's hanging on by a thread. No, there's still this. I should persist with this. The focus that I've had. The crone. Wisdom. Croning. Wisdom. What are these? On the threshold of a new journey, the mountain, the village. New community. But a long journey. New people. Could be new family as well, you know. There is family stuff going on here with the mother and the maiden. Yeah, it could be family stuff that's holding on by a thread. So we could be talking divine masculine and divine feminine still sorting out their issues with the opposite sex or the opposite energy. But yeah, on the verge of change, on the verge of like new people, new community, and that could be relationship that brings that in, right? Or you bring that in, which leads you to the new relationship. Anyway, we're getting wiser. Perhaps about something that we cannot let go of. It's holding on by a thread, or focus on someone that's holding on by a thread. Anyway, that's what I've got. I hope that helped you out. You got destroy a heart thread, gnosis. That's heavy, Maria. Okay, that's it. That's what I've got. So, why the silence? That is what I'll be doing today. Why are they silent in the bigger card read? Thank you for that inspiration, Maria. What else? I meant to put Sagittarius reading out last night, but I forgot to do it. I forgot to... It's uploaded already. I forgot to put it out. I'll put that out tonight if it takes me a million years to upload the bigger card read. Slowly getting through those star sign readings. Well, thank you everyone for coming along. Any of the mini reads, one question readings that are booked in from now will be done in Friday's show. So let's get together again in 2 days' time on Friday. It's been an hour, so might as well stop now. So have a good one, everybody. Don't forget to click like on this video before you click off, of course, and also comment on all my videos. We'll be doing, what day is it? No, it's next Wednesday. In next Wednesday's show is when we'll be doing the live draw for the free readings. And again, one of the winners didn't book in for it. Well, not yet. Maybe she's going to book in this last week. But isn't that weird? Two months ago, one of the winners didn't book the readings, so they lost out, because it's only the voucher that you get is only valid for a month. You've got to book it in your winning month. You're welcome, Sharon. And then this week, this month, someone hasn't booked in either. People enter and then they don't claim their winnings. It's like using those vouchers that you get. You don't use them. get a gift card for something and then let it expire instead of using it. It's like throwing money away. Anyway, that's up to them, isn't it? So have a good one, everybody. Thank you again for coming along and your support of my channel. You're very much appreciated, of course. And let's do this all over again in 2 days' time.